This is from Jackie from Houston, Texas. So she says,
Hi, Jackie.
my husband is constantly saying that I don't give him enough time.
Oof.
He says I make our kids the priority and that there's never anything left for him. I think our kids should be number one. He says our marriage should be number one. Who is right?
Uh-oh. I think we're going to get some flack for this one.
I think this is such a relevant and common thought in marriages and couples with children,
Very much
especially
so.
young children.
Yeah, I think guys a lot of times get pushed to the side. I mean, just talking to some of my guy friends and having experienced some of that on my own is sometimes the guy is below even the family dog because everybody needs something, and at some point we feel like I'm just here to make a paycheck. That's all I do, you know. It's that's my priority, and I don't get any love and support when I come home. Maybe you're working long days and you walk in the door, and here's the baby. You don't even get like a hey or a kiss or anything, and never mind. There's no sex, whatever. There's no intimacy. Who's right and who's wrong? I think you're both right. But I will say that just like they tell you on an airline, when it comes to the mask, they always say put it on yourself first and then the child. There's a reason for that. If your marriage is dysfunctional, your children are going to grow up seeing that, and you two have to be strong in order to provide an environment for the kids to feel safe.
Yes.
And that's a very healthy thing.
Yes.
And I think a lot of times women have a lot of pressure from other women to be these super moms, which is total bullshit most of the time because you're seeing externally the best version of other people when inside they're going crazy because they're just trying to keep up with everybody else.
Yes.
And what they should be really doing is focusing on their partner, building some sort of a team, and raising the kids together, but still making time. Always be dating each other.
Right.
That's the key, I think.
Right. And we were talking about this earlier, where people get married and they love each other and they're best friends and whatnot. Then they have kids, and it's almost like when the kids come, the couple getting to know each other stops. Right.
Yeah.
You don't really learn anything more about each other. So then it turns into this weird dynamic where it's like two strangers raising kids together. So how do you expect to get on the same page as your partner if you don't know what they're thinking, how they're feeling, how their day was, how their week was, how their month was? It's important. That intimacy is important, sexually or non-sexually. It's important, and that comfort and being there for each other is important, and that will always spill out into how you raise your kids together, how smooth that goes, and what your kids see of you in your relationship. That impacts them tremendously, especially in young ages. So I think that you're right. I think they're both right. Kids are a priority, but so is the relationship in a marriage. Just because kids are made does not mean that this is done, right? That the couple is done getting to know each other. That is an ongoing thing, and it should always be ongoing forever. Forever.
Yeah.
There's this weird phenomenon where after kids graduate high school and go to college, you see a bunch of divorces, and it's because there's nothing left, right? The kids have left, and everything that people have piled all their energy into nurturing for 18 years is gone, and you're left with someone who is now a stranger.
Like, who are you, right? Who is this person I'm with?
Yeah. So it's important, and so I think, right, you're both right, but one is not more right than the other. They both are important. Raising kids are very important, and making them priorities is important. Raising kids will be much harder if you don't make your relationship a priority.
Yeah.
Is what I think.
We talked, part of this conversation earlier was too about communication is key, but also respect is key. You have to be able to respect each other and what you each bring to the table.
Right.
Sometimes in the traditional family, the woman takes care of the home and takes care of the children, and the man goes out and earns a living for the family. And they have to figure out a way to kind of be respectful of that, of each other, because sometimes resentment can build where a man feels like he's not valued, or a woman feels like she's not valued because she doesn't bring an income and he's not that involved with the kids. But at the same time, you're building a family unit, and you have to be very careful that there's that respect.
Right. Know your roles. Know that each role is vital to the nurturing of your family, and keep that respect for what you each do. You both do different things at different times, but you're a team, and that respect has to be nurtured and valued.
Yeah. Go on a date, guys. Seriously.
Yeah. Go get some ice cream.
Go on a few
without
dates.
your children.
Yeah, with no kids.
Just leave them at home.
Yeah.
No.
Even just 1 hour.
No, don't do that.
Well,
Get a babysitter.
We don't know how old the kids are, but Yeah,
leave a
it's a
3-year-old
really
home.
great
just
question.
leave. They're sleeping.
Yeah, okay. Wow. Got anything else for this episode?
That is it for today.
All right. Well, if you have questions for us, please keep in mind you can always post comments down below. You can also send us questions to questions@yourwillingheart.com, and we will get them on a future episode. And we want to thank everyone who sent questions in today.
Yeah, thank you everyone who participated in our podcast. We appreciate all your views.
Yes. My name is Ingo Weigel.
I'm Jessica Lowry, and thank you so much for watching.